So if you've been paying attention to the crypto market and this channel, then you know that one thing that I've said repeatedly is nothing goes straight up. But we've also, for the last 4 years, been discussing this crypto market and how there's been a tremendous opportunity. Of course, I've told you guys repeatedly also, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing here is financial advice. But I have a brother-in-law. It's actually sitting next to me right now. We just went out golfing and it's hot today, so I have shut it down to the under layer. But this fella actually took advantage of the bear market a long time ago at the lows of $15,000 Bitcoin and is holding tight right now. And he's wondering, when is it time to take profit? As many of you guys are probably wondering, when are we going to see this altcoin season? How high can Bitcoin go? Just overnight, we saw Bitcoin touch the $124,000 price level. It's coming down right now. Nothing goes straight up. There are a lot of opportunities to be trading in this market, as we've discussed repeatedly. But in this video, for Kronos, for Krocoin holders, I want to discuss the $1 price level, which I believe is not only possible, but extremely achievable. This is my personal opinion. I've been talking about this for years. And I want to talk about why we're finding some resistance for Bitcoin today, why Kronos right now is sitting around the 20-cent price level, and what you can expect next. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Do me a favor, tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, making videos at every chance that I get for you guys, even in a car ride home from a wonderful morning golf round with my brother-in-law. But I do want to discuss this because I think there's a lot of people that do believe that this time is different. This is something we've been discussing, and that now that crypto adoption is so prevalent, you have the president of the United States adopting this pro-crypto narrative. They think that institutions are just going to keep buying and buying and buying, and it's going to be this up-only moment. And as Bitcoin hits these beautiful price levels, and as you see Krocoin starting to find a level of support at around 18 cents as we saw and start to break out, a lot of people think, okay, well, it's just going to continue to break out and go up and up and up. But if you look at the history of this market, what we've seen is we have these 4-year cycles of sorts. And I still believe in those 4-year cycles. And that is precisely the reason that I told this wonderful brother-in-law of mine sitting right next to me that, hey, and I don't give financial advice, like I said, but to my brother-in-law, I was like, hey, you should buy Bitcoin at $15,000. That's what I told him. And you know what? He listened, and a lot of people don't listen, but he is smiling from ear to ear right now sitting next to me because he's excited that he listened, and he's giving me 2 thumbs up to the left of me right now. It's a good time, but we're going to, after this video is done, he's like, what are you going to talk about today? I was like, I'm going to talk about, you'll see. And we're going to talk about like this potential top in this market. And I want to talk about Crow here because Crow at the low of this bear market got down to 4 cents. Today, it's sitting at 20 cents. So it's already over a 4x from its lows, which is incredible. But as I told you in the beginning of this video, I think that it could go to $1, which is still, from 20 cents, a 5x from here. Now, if you bought it at the lows, you're merely making incredible gains. You're making a 20. If you bought it at 5 cents and it goes to $1, that's a 20x. You can make so much money if you're able to actually capitalize on a 20x opportunity. But please remember, nothing goes straight up. That's why when Krocoin was hitting 37 cents, I was calling for a level of resistance. We found that level of resistance. And right now, for CRO, we're sitting at a level of support. Now, I don't have any charts, obviously. I'm in the car. But as I see the levels of support and the levels of resistance coming up, whether it's for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Krocoin, I'm looking for trading opportunities. And in the description of this video, pinned in the comment section as well, there is right now a limited time sign up bonus when you sign up for Blowfin and Bit2Nex and BTCC. But BTCC, this exchange that I've been using a lot lately, has a 10% deposit bonus going on for the next month. And that means if you deposit $1,000, you can get up to $100 for free. If you deposit $10,000, you can get $1,000 for free if you're looking for a platform to trade. Those sign-up bonuses are happening right now because we're in October. But again, nothing goes straight up. So as I watch this chop play out, I'm looking for opportunities to make these trades, and those are the platforms that I use. That's why that is in the description of this video, and there's sign-up bonuses for you guys if you want to check them out. Where do we go from here? Well, Bitcoin has found resistance at its high. Not surprising at all. But we very well could be finding a potential resistance off this previous high, a little bit of a consolidation around this $120,000 level, and we easily could be finding higher levels for Bitcoin. And one thing I've been discussing on the channel is Bitcoin dominance, which means Bitcoin percentage share of the market could be climbing. We've been discussing this. In October, we've been predicting Bitcoin dominance potential climbing, which means altcoins are still going to be a little bit weaker versus Bitcoin. But at some point after this Bitcoin dominance rally concludes and occurs, and we see Bitcoin find strength versus altcoins, there should be a beautiful moment where Bitcoin dominance starts to fall versus altcoins, and we see CRO coin, altcoins start to rally. Now, not every single altcoin is going to rally, we know this, but CRO, we've talked about this coin for years. You look at crypto.com, you look at this company, how successful they've been in getting crypto regulation, moving forward, being one of the most regulated crypto exchanges out there, getting some of the first licenses for perps that we've seen from the CFTC, really making incredible strides ahead of many of its competitors. You got the Kronos coin that's associated with that. The president's basically backing the CRO token as well. There's a lot of bullish factors. So when altcoin season comes, and I do believe that it's going to come, I really do believe there's going to be a really good chance for a dollar price level. Obviously, you can't predict everything in these markets, guys. You've got to continue to do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a Dago tee getting done with a golf round, reporting on the crypto market, as I've been doing for the last 4 years on this channel. And I do it because I love crypto and I love to track the crypto news and I love to trade this market. So after I get done with this video, I'm going to talk to my brother-in-law about how nothing goes straight up, and we're going to talk in detail about how I believe that there will be a conclusion to this bull market. And I do believe that the conclusion to this bull market, personally, I think that it's coming before the end of 2025. Is there a chance that this time it's different? There's so many regulatory factors that are so bullish for crypto. Of course, there's so many good things going on. You have to acknowledge it. But you also have to acknowledge that nothing goes straight up. So I really found a theme in this video for you guys. And I wanted to talk to the CRO coin holders saying, yes, I believe there's an altcoin season coming, and I believe there's higher prices coming for the CRO token. But I also believe that there are moves in this market that you need to pay attention to. If you're looking at the historical moves in the market, and you recognize, as the CEO of Crypto.com tweets out, we're officially in October, which he's talked about. So many people are talking about Uptober because October's historical gains are 20% on average for Bitcoin. November's historical gains for Bitcoin are 40%. You look at these and you think, okay, well, if these are historical averages, then that should be the case and we should be bullish in these times. If you believe in that, then you should also technically, in my opinion, believe that there is still a 4-year cycle. And there should potentially be a bear market, a reaccumulation phase. That's my belief. That's what I'm going to talk to my brother-in-law about as soon as I'm done with this video, which I think I'm done right now, guys. You're seeing a little bit of resistance for Bitcoin. You're seeing CRO coin settle at the 20-cent level. I do think there is a chance that we could find a floor here for Bitcoin, as we could find a floor for CRO. But if Bitcoin chooses to slip down and Bitcoin dominance starts to rally, what that means for CRO holders is there could be a more significant drop, maybe back down to the 18-cent or even to the 16-cent level. Let's keep an eye on Bitcoin. I wanted to give you guys this quick update while I was driving home from this golf round. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend. Check out the affiliates in the description down below if you want to trade the volatility of this market. It's a tremendous opportunity with big moves going on right now. Whether you want to trade to the upside or the downside, you've got to continue to dig into this stuff. Find your own levels of support and resistance in this market day in, day out, because it is happening. There are so many moves. You'll see coins go up 20% one day and down 19% the next day. This is crypto. I love it. That's why we started this channel. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. DCI Hodl, my friends. Until next time, I'm Crypto Kip. This is Crypto Report. I will see you in the next one, my friends. Peace, y'all.